Thank you for clicking on this video and welcome to the Kingdom Within podcast. I am your host, David Forshee. A lot of people believe in heaven. They believe in God and truth and something beyond this world. But when you look at how we actually live, our relationships, our inner lives, the way we treat each other, it often feels like heaven has very little to do with everyday life. For a long time, the Bible has been treated like a book about escaping the world. But what if that was never the point? What if it was meant to change how we live while we're here? Not to help us escape the world, but to heal it. Not to give us something to argue about, but something to practice. Today, I don't want to debate verses or beliefs. I want to talk about purpose, about what faith looks like when it's lived, not just believed. Because any truth worth holding should show up in real life. But first, hit that like and subscribe button. That helps ideas like this get out and helps spread the word. Thank you. I don't believe that we need a book to tell us that lying, cheating, stealing, and killing are wrong. And we don't need one to tell us that honesty, wisdom, and integrity are good. So why do we keep teaching the Bible as if this information alone changes people? It doesn't seem to stop us from harming one another. In many cases, it's been used to justify violence, division, control, and power. I noticed this hypocrisy when I was young. My friends and I thought the solution was to get rid of religion altogether. Did we get in trouble? Absolutely. But we learned lessons that no book could have ever taught us. Lessons that only lived experience can teach. So what's the point of the Bible? Is it to tell us about Jesus' first and second coming? That explains some things, but the way it's often presented paints a very terrifying picture of God. And that picture doesn't look like the God we see in the Gospels. If Jesus is Lord of heaven and of earth, why didn't he come to conquer the first time? What if he came to embody the word, to show us what divine love actually looks like when it's lived? What if the second coming isn't about Christ arriving somewhere else, but about Christ becoming alive within us? What if the return of Jesus happens as we follow his example, living with heavenly love and truth in our minds, body, and soul? For many people, that isn't how faith has been taught. We often inherit an image of God built by others. It can be confusing and even misleading. It's the blind leading the blind. So here's my proposal. Let's learn about God through the lens of Jesus, not through fear, not through power, not through endless interpretations, but through his life, his words, his example. Jesus' teachings are enough when they are understood and lived. The more we align our minds, bodies, and souls with love and wisdom, the closer heaven gets. The more people who live this way, the closer heaven comes to earth. Religion doesn't need to be complicated. Love God with all of your heart. Love your neighbor as yourself. You are not separate from God, and heaven was never meant to stay somewhere else. If something I said resonated with you, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Let's spread these ideas out. Let's change the world together. Thank you.